Sweetie with Evan from the West Ham Way. Yes, lad! We just beaten Hull 1-0. 2 wins on the bounce, unbeaten in 3 games. I think things are looking up going into the Christmas period. Now let's have a look at what the fans have to say. Richard, we've won again. 1-0 again. Every victory we've had this year has been 1-0. What did you make of that game today?
It was frustrating. It was frustrating, and I kept saying to my mate during the game, especially during the first half, we're scared to do anything with the ball. We've got the talent on the pitch. When we're going forward, take a risk, take that pass, you know, take a defender on, run past him, but we were too afraid to do it. But we've won 1-0, scrappy 1-0 wins. I'll take them every single game of the season if we're challenging for a top 10 place or at least avoiding being dragged into a fight.
I think with Randolph in goal, we're safe in goalkeeper wise. But I don't think it was our best game today. If they were more clinical, if they had a better striker, we would have easily been 2-0 down by half time.
I believe they hit the post 4 times in that half, so it's quite poor considering we have. Last season we were one of the best attacking sides in the league, in my opinion. This season we just don't have a striker. I think that's our problem. Carroll's all over the shop.
See, now I'm going to pick up on that. Carroll, it seems like he ran his heart out, but he was playing right wing, he was playing centre defensive mid. I think for only half an hour of that game he was playing up front, right?
Yeah, he seems to be back more than some of our defenders.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah. Like he's putting a shift in for the team, but then he needs people to help him out, doesn't he?
Yeah, we just lacked the attacking threat today. Like, we were getting the ball forwards, but we couldn't do anything with it. We lacked the cutting edge, and hopefully in January we can sign a striker to maybe. Go
on, son. Who would be your ideal attacking acquisition in January?
Well, obviously it's highly unlikely, but
Lionel Messi.
Maybe Mauro Icardi from Inter Milan.
We'd have to pay a few quid though. I don't know if he'd come here today.
Yeah, but Inter Milan aren't doing great.
And they don't seem to like him, do they?
No, they don't, like, from what I've heard, so.
Right back and a striker, our priority. There's only, what, 13 days left till January. Who would you sign?
You see, for me, I know it's the striker role for me is important, but it's not critical.
Not essential.
Yeah, with Carroll, and Fletcher up there, it's not too bad. But for me, the right back has to be done. For me, I want Trippier from Spurs.
Yeah, you were saying this. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. He's not a bad player, is he?
I know he plays for Spurs, but he isn't actually playing for them right now. He could come in. Jenkinson would be good, don't get me wrong. He played last season, wasn't too good, but the season before he was good. But
let me just touch on that for a second. I've watched him play for Arsenal, and he just, ever since that first season with us, he's not looked like the same player. Are you sure you'd want him back?
You see, for me, I don't. That's what I'm about to say. I don't know. He seems like a player that he could come in and maybe improve. I've got something to prove. I need to show that I am good enough for Arsenal. Should good enough for West Ham. But he's saying under us, he looked like he lost so much confidence, and now he's gone to Arsenal. Oh, sorry, he played for Arsenal, but now he's gone in there and he's playing, he just seems so lack of confidence. He seems like the only way he's going to get that back is by dropping down in the league, not dropping down to relegation battle. So personally, I don't know who would come in. For me, Trippier is the only real player that we could bring in.
Even if they're not the best right back in the world, it will shore us up into a 4-4-2. Everyone can play their best position, and will we see a proper West Ham again?
The West Ham way.
Yeah.
It's got to be done, ain't it? No, Cole Jenkinson for me, and potentially maybe someone in the line of, if we spend the money, Callum Wilson. Potentially. I'd like to see him.
You like him? He's fast, he's quick, he's what we need, right?
He's skillful, he's about 24, he's English. I like him, he's strong, athletic. Again, Carroll's got to stay fit, but we've got Swansea coming up. Carroll always scores against Swansea. So I predict a 3-1 against Swansea. Confidence is up, and we're on it.
I love the way you think, Jay.
Mate, I think 3-0, mate.
3-0.
3-0. I think our our aerial ability. You know, we saw Rondon pulling apart Swansea. 3 headers, hat-trick of headers. If Andy Carroll was on the end, and then we'd bury him as well, and I think we could do exactly the same.
I completely agree, Mark.
Come on, you Irons!
Guys, as this is our final video before Christmas, I just want to wish a very, very Merry Christmas to all you West Ham fans. Thank you so much for supporting us the West Ham way. As you know, we've got our event at the next home game, the Man United game, and I hope to see you there and have a very Merry Christmas once again from everyone at the West Ham way. Come on, you Irons.